My name is Savannah Cross, and for most of my life, I was the person who kept my family running. If someone needed money, I paid. If there was a bill, I covered it. If my sister needed help, I stepped in without asking questions. I told myself this was love, but really it was expectation. Over time, saying yes became my role, and saying no felt like something dangerous. My mother, Marilyn, never directly demanded things. She made it feel like refusing meant you were selfish. My sister, Talia, demanded everything openly and never felt guilty. And I stayed in the middle, trying to keep peace. My boyfriend, Ethan, was the only person who ever told me the truth. They don't value you more because you give them everything. They just get used to it. One day, the family planned a luxury vacation. As always, I assumed I was included. I booked time off, packed my bags, and showed up ready to leave. But when I arrived, my mother stopped me. "We decided you'd be happier staying home," she said. My sister laughed like it was a joke I wasn't part of. I stood there shocked. Then I quietly closed my suitcase and left. No one stopped me. On the drive home, something in me changed. It wasn't just hurt, it was clarity. For years, I had been paying for everything. And still they treated me like I didn't matter. That night, they sent a bill in our family group chat, $15,600 for my share of the trip. I stared at it for a long time. Then I sent back $50. Ethan knew something had shifted, and I told him I was done reacting. I was going to see how far this really went. While they enjoyed the vacation without me, I stayed quiet. They posted pictures, laughed, and acted like nothing was missing. Not once did they mention me. That's when I realized something painful. I was never essential to them. Only my money was. What they didn't know was that my grandparents were about to get involved. When I called them and explained everything, they didn't hesitate. They came immediately. The next day, they arrived at the resort with me. And for the first time, my family couldn't control the situation. At the front desk, my grandparents were recognized and respected immediately. My mother and sister were shocked to see them with me. That evening, everything came out. My grandparents calmly explained how I had been treated, how much I had given, and how little I had received in return. Then they made a decision that changed everything. My sister and mother would not be trusted with any inheritance. Instead, everything would be redirected, and I would receive it immediately under supervision. My mother and sister were stunned. Their confidence started to break. The rest of the trip turned into confrontation after confrontation. My sister admitted she had been relying on money she'd never earned. My mother tried to defend everything, but no one was listening anymore. For the first time, they were being held accountable. When we returned home, the messages started immediately. Apologies, excuses, guilt, anger, but I didn't respond the way I used to. I didn't fix things. I didn't calm them down. My sister showed up at my apartment demanding answers. I told her no. My mother tried manipulation, then legal threats. Nothing worked. Their control over me was gone. Eventually, I learned the truth. My sister had serious debts tied to risky financial decisions she never told anyone about. She had been depending on the inheritance that was now gone. My mother had also been telling others that I was unstable, but no one believed it. The pattern was clear. They only valued me when I was useful. But now I had stepped out of that role. My grandparents made everything official and protected. Money was secured properly. Boundaries were set. One day, my grandfather told me something simple. This isn't about money. It's about stopping a cycle. That stayed with me. My mother called one last time. She said she didn't recognize me anymore. I told her the truth. She only ever recognized me when I said yes. After that, things went quiet. My life didn't become perfect, but it became peaceful. I stopped over-explaining myself. I stopped trying to earn love through sacrifice. I started living like my time and energy actually mattered. Months later, I heard they were still blaming me, still telling stories where I was the problem. But it didn't reach me anymore. One evening, My grandmother told me quietly, "You did well," and for the first time. I believed it. I used to think love meant giving everything away. Now I understand something simpler. Love should never require losing yourself.